My Jiffy Cornbread with cream corn recipe is easy and delicious. Along with sour cream and melted butter, cream stout corn makes this dish amazingly flavorful and moist. Let's go over the ingredients. For an 8x8 dish, you will need one 8.5 ounce box of Jiffy corn muffin mix, along with one 14.75 ounce can of cream corn, not drained. You will also need half a cup of sour cream, as I measure 120 grams, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1 large egg. Like I said, this recipe is really simple. All we have to do is mix everything together, pour it into a buttered 8x8 baking dish, and then bake. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, so all I have to do is melt the butter in the microwave and then mix everything together. So once that's done, I'll bring you back. Now that the butter is melted, I can start mixing everything together. Honestly, I don't think the order matters that much, except I would add the egg last. So first I'm just gonna dump in my corn muffin mix. This recipe is for one box for an 8x8 pan. So if you have a large family, you just want it to be thicker, I would add 2 boxes. I don't want to be, so I'm just breaking it up real fast. I'm going to add the creamed corn next. For those of you who don't know, creamed corn is corn that's pureed and has water and sugar and a thickener in it. It's a great addition to casseroles. It adds moisture, it adds sweetness. Just a great ingredient to have. 2 tablespoons of melted butter. The sour cream, half a cup. I am using full fat, but if you want to use light or even fat-free or even Greek yogurt, I think you could definitely do that as well. Now I'm just going to add my egg. When mixing your cornbread, make sure you get deep down into the bowl, because for some reason cornmeal, in my opinion, doesn't hydrate as easily as flour does. So I almost always have at least a little bit at the bottom that doesn't get mixed in. So just make sure it's mixed thoroughly. Now that the batter is mixed, going to pour it into my buttered 8x8 casserole dish. There might be a little bit that wasn't mixed, so like I said, be careful. Now that I'm done smoothing out the batter, it's time to bake. So I'm going to bake my cornbread at 400 degrees Fahrenheit uncovered. I'll let you know for how long, but as you can see, I'm placing it on a pizza pan. It's going to make it a lot easier to take in and out of the oven. I just pulled my cornbread out of the oven. It was in at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, uncovered, for 35 minutes. 35.
As you can see, my cornbread turned out perfectly golden brown, and it smelled great as well, so I couldn't wait to give it a try. And when I finally took the first bite, I knew that my Jiffy Cornbread with cream corn recipe was a big success because it was absolutely delicious. I've made other Jiffy Cornbread recipes here on my channel, and so far this one was definitely the most moist. Even though I think cornbread, at least traditional cornbread, is supposed to be a little on the dry side so it will soak up pot liquor and things like that, some people don't like that crumbliness in some traditional cornbread recipes. So if you're looking for something that has a lot of moisture in it, in this recipe the combination of both cream corn and sour cream took out all of that dry crumbliness. The extra corn added to the flavor as well, giving this a very strong corn flavor that was unmistakable. It was a little bit sweeter as well, not a ton, so this would definitely still be considered a side dish, not a dessert. This cornbread also had a nice texture contrast. Now that I'm holding the first slice up to the camera, you can see that although it was soft on the inside, it was a little crispy on the top. So when you took a bite, you could get that combination of textures. Although this was my first time making Jiffy cornbread with cream corn, I thought it turned out perfectly, so I probably wouldn't change anything. But there are a few things that you should keep in mind. First of all, the texture. As you can see in this close-up, it was definitely very moist. It was not soggy, but it was soft, so I felt like this was more a casserole than a bread. That's not necessarily a bad thing at all, but if you're looking for a piece of bread that you can pick up and eat with your hand, this is not it. This is a casserole-like dish that is best eaten with a fork. Although you could add a little bit more sugar, maybe 1, possibly 2 tablespoons, I personally would not, because I think adding sugar to this would make it seem more like a dessert than a side dish. So honestly, even though you could play around with the sweetness, I personally think it is fine exactly how it is. The only other tweak you could make to this would be adding cheese, probably cheddar, maybe mozzarella. I think it would help elevate this casserole from a side dish to a full meal, so I'll be doing that at some point here on my channel. So when you're mixing your cornbread batter, make sure you dig your spoon or spatula deep down into the bowl, because if you don't mix it thoroughly, when you pour the batter into the baking dish, you're probably going to have a lot of dry chunks. Also, make sure the egg is very well incorporated, otherwise you'll have little specks of egg whites throughout your cornbread. It's not a huge deal, but it's just something to look out for. Another thing to keep in mind is that, and I've had this problem with other types of cornbreads as well, it doesn't seem like cornmeal incorporates with other ingredients as easily as wheat flour does. Those small critiques aside, my 1-box Jiffy cornbread with cream corn recipe was a big success. With just a few ingredients and a couple minutes of mixing and then into the oven, you can have a delicious side dish that you and your family will love. It's good enough for a holiday meal like Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Easter, but it's also simple enough for a Sunday dinner or even a Tuesday night. Given how amazing this is, I hope you give it a try. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.